Welcome back. Heavy rainfall is again battering Texas, hampering search efforts for the more than 170 people who remain missing following catastrophic July 4th flooding in the central part of that state. Multiple roads in Texas were closed today due to the flooding. Officials are, of course, urging residents to seek higher ground. Meanwhile, false claims are circulating and recirculating online, blaming the deadly flooding seen earlier this month on a weather modification technique known as cloud seeding. CBS News senior national weather correspondent Rob Marciano joins me now to discuss. Rob, I'm grateful to you. Help us break this down. What is cloud seeding? What is it used for? And how online does it get indicted whenever there is a catastrophic rain event?
Hey, Major, good to be with you. Yeah, I was shocked to see all the finger pointing in the hours after this catastrophe, and then the weather modification claims, a whole nother thing. Let's dive into cloud seeding, just the basics of it, or how we get a cloud. A cloud is water vapor hanging in the air that condenses on something. It has to condense on something. We call that condensation nuclei, and it's typically microscopic. It's dust, it's sea salt, it's pollen, can be pollution. And so in drought areas and out in the West, they've tried to modify the weather, make some of those clouds get heavier with more condensation and get some rain out of them. And by doing what they do is they put in a little silver iodide, and they typically fly a plane up there that shoots it into the clouds in the hopes that there'll be more condensation nuclei, heavier condensing within that cloud, heavy enough to where it gets to rain, or at least rain more. And typically what we found is that a cloud that can precipitate will squeeze another 10 to 20% more rain out if we cloud seed. The fact that we got 10, 20 inches of rainfall in just a matter of days, in some cases hours here, that's not a 10 or 20% increase. That's a year's worth of rain in some cases. And there was the reason this got all started, Major, there was some cloud seeding being done about 150 miles southeast of there. San Antonio's been in this horrible drought. So a private company was doing some cloud seeding 2 days prior to this. Cloud seeding has a shelf life of just really a few hours, maybe 12 hours. Once that cloud rains itself out or moves on, it's done. So there's no way that any sort of cloud seeding contributed to this disaster.
And does this, Rob, from your vantage point, fit into a kind of convenient climate change denialism, looking for some other cause?
I suppose so, but maybe it's just a reason to put on a tinfoil hat again. We're all looking for answers, and I think in this particular case too, it was just a horrific tragedy. It still is. There's still people missing. There's going to be probably 300 fatalities at the end of the day here, and so many kids. So the nation as a whole is mourning here, and whenever something happens to your family or something close to you, like a death, you want answers, and people are grappling for answers other than, well, we had this freak event where two old tropical systems kind of converged on Texas and they stood over the same place and rained itself out. I guess that explanation is not good enough for everybody, and that's where we get people jumping in to point fingers like this.
Rob, there are moves at the federal level by Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican congresswoman from Georgia, and at the state level in some cases to ban this weather modification technique. Would that be a bad idea to actually criminalize it?
I don't know if we should criminalize. There's regulations state by state. NOAA requires that you tell them 10 days ahead of time if you're going to do this. It's all privatized. But again, every state has its own set of regulations. And in this case, it's probably best to keep it up to the states and not make it a criminal act. It's a lot of it wouldn't be good, but we do need some of it, certainly in drought areas. And we still need to experiment with more of it to kind of see where this could take us in the future. Weather modification as a whole, if you do it globally, that I think that's impossible and probably not a great thing. But in areas that maybe need a little extra rain, we need to look into continuing to do that at small scales.
With the atmospheric science and all the facts behind it, Rob Marciano, I'm appreciative to you, sir. Thank you so much.
Good to be there.